All right.
No, just crap about him.
He's late to the party.
There we go. No wonder my Audacity wasn't allowing it to go through. So we gotta figure out a different way to record this.
The audacity of that machine.
So now we are all live. Let's begin with...
Yay! Yeah. Sledcast.
This would be the Sledcast episode 1. So good job.
I hear chips.
Pardon the chips. Inu.
Inu.
Away from like.
Okay, so Cyril, you're Stewman, right? Okay. Do you know where it saves your hard copies of the streams? Okay. Send them to me so I can edit them and stuff when we get done with this. All right.
Well, first of all, I think we should start off by welcoming our special guest, Inu, who is on here eating chips. Welcome.
Yummy. I love chips.
Yes.
Inks.
Little G.
Bo too.
Bo. Ba ba ba
Ba.
la la la.
My mic,
Okay, so
my mic's not even on. I just realized that. Oh dear, that's embarrassing.
They can hear us now.
Good lord.
Seriously? Oh god, we're being watched.
Oh Jesus, we've never had this many people on the stream.
My mic was off like that whole time. That is very... Oh my god, I did the intro and everything. Good lord. You gotta be kidding me.
Off the deep end, what we have planned is that for the first hour we're just gonna talk, and then we're gonna talk about our guest.
The second half's
right.
gonna be like watching over some tracks, I guess.
Yeah.
Possibly. Or talking about previews of tracks, or battle
Yep.
tracks, and what else is going on the site. Well, we have Chewy Stone. That could be an interesting conversation.
Let's start off with the basics. Like, first off, how did you discover this toy in the first place?
Oh, we're
that's
going
very...
straight to the questions. Never mind.
Okay,
Might as well.
I'll continue answering. Okay, so this particular toy, I was browsing YouTube one day in 2007, like really early. It was close to my birthday, near May, and I was online. I was searching stuff for DeviantArt because I was really active on that site back then. And what happened is that there was a random Line Rider video in a very unrelated search. And it wasn't like the original Line Rider. It was like a off version. It was like Sled Rider, or I think it was Bike Rider or whatever.
Free Rider?
And I saw it. Yeah, it was like a 3D version of it, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is cool!" So I decided to go look for it, and it took a while because since it was an off version, it was they didn't actually have the name of the game on it. So I tried looking for something similar, and then I found the actual lineridercommunity.org. And I made an account, fell in love with the community, and started making tracks. And that's how I found Line
So
Rider.
I assume that .org is your favorite site.
Yes.
Kind of
it is.
sad that it went down.
You know, that's the thing, you know, because in about 2010, when we started to have the activity issues, I actually moved over to I Ride the Lines, and actually started that move in 2008. So whenever I actually finally completed my move, I didn't really feel bad to see the site fall down. I mean, it wasn't what it used to be. All of my friends from the site left the community. I'll be honest, I haven't even talked to them since, but, you know, stuff happens. And my new community is I Ride the Lines. We Ride the Lines
We
now.
Ride the Lines, yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't necessarily make a difference anymore.
So let me get this. You go to .org after visiting DeviantArt, and now you're there. What was the first track that you saw on there that just got you hooked?
Oh my.
Bring back the feels.
See,
That sounds like a fun
Oh, yeah.
track.
it has to be probably Evolve from ZNF Freak. That would
Hmm.
see. Even though I joined the site in early 2007, I didn't necessarily play until later. I was only there for the community for the first part, and after I saw that track, it was like, damn, I need to get into this. So that is when I decided to get off my butt and started making the tracks. So it had to be ZNF's Evolve.
So how were your first few tracks, and how would you compare
Flat
them?
Sled's Curve Maker.
How would you compare
Sled.
them to like later tracks that you made?
Well, my first 5 tracks were recorded in very, very slow motion, almost like slow motion pretty much because my recorder sucked. Secondly, it was Flat Sled Curve Maker. Really high speed.
Did you have
It was
like
horrible.
the hypercam logo in the corner and all that?
Yes, I did. It
Oh.
was very nubbish.
Those were the days.
Nostalgia.
In addition to that, there was music playing that did not match. It was either too fast or too slow. And a lot of My Chemical Romance.
Well, that's kind of what a lot of older tracks were like, because we didn't really worry about music at all.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
the one that uses
It was
Knights of Sidonia.
Exactly, and it was interesting too because towards the end of 2007, early 2008, I didn't even start doing Quirk until about late 2008. So I was actually an all manualist. I was doing red manuals
Yep,
for every single track.
I started the same way as you.
Yeah, exactly. So what happened was is that starting around and in the 2007, I started experimenting with blue manuals, red manuals, and they weren't mixed. I would only do like all red or all blue. So I started with that, and that's how I got that's what I got popular by with the compacted concept series, where it was compact manuals, not like the later where it was compact Quark. So it was a good experience, and
And back.
it was cool. Who's back?
I'm back. Someone happens to call me at that time asking if I can come over, and I was like, no. But I'm here now.
Perfect. So that answers the question that you asked previously.
So, by the way, people in the chat, people in the chutes can ask questions too if they have anything. And we can answer those.
Yeah, that might come later though. Once we're crap out of ideas, you know.
Yeah, we have plenty of ideas.
All right. Now, I already know the answer to this, but I bet some people in the stream don't know this. When it comes to Line Rider development, are you conservative or progressive, and to what extreme?
I want to say that I'm more or less conservative for Line Rider, and I've been a big, I would say, criticism of Kevin's earlier on, and not in a bad way, because I try to give him a good reason. Now, the reason that I would like to say I'm conservative and why other people are conservative is that when you're experiencing a game that you've played for so long, let's use Rabbit as an example. He talks about how this is his art form, and it's different. Like when Mentlar comes out and he just alters tiny things. He keeps the cosmetics the same. He keeps a lot of this. Yeah, exactly, the true spirit of Line Rider. Yet at the same time, we do have people here who are looking for more, who are more newer members or who are getting bored of the game, who want to have a little bit of a new edge to it. Now, with this, I don't consider myself on the extremes on anything, because if there are certain things that I do like about the new revisions that are more progressive with the new Line Rider. However, I don't necessarily like all of it, nor do I really want all these features on it, even if I don't use them. So it's more just a stubbornness on my part. However, to me, it's just I'm sort of at the end of my Line Rider career right now. I've only made like 3 major tracks this year so far: Triumph, Wolf's Reality, and Hurl. So it's not that big of a difference. And for Off the Deep End's question, what features do I enjoy? The ones I do enjoy the most are probably.
Wait for pop lines.
No, I hate the pop lines.
So basically, anything that takes away from the difficulty, you think, sort of.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I agree with. Now, I do like with the newest version, the auto mode, like where you press M and then you can end the game. You can get out of the flag and you don't want to press it again. Because I remember having to pause way far out because, you know, and then you would sometimes miss the slow-mo and it just really ticked me off. Plus I don't have to have my finger all the way over on the left side of the keyboard.
Additions that make like flagging or slow-mo more productive or easy to use.
Yeah, I agree. And so, yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, okay. So, to go in a different route, sorta, let's talk about tricks. Like, what's your favorite and least favorite just tricks in general, you think?
Favorite would be shoulder flings, because I always do them. Oh, Kevin's got lost.
Hey guys, Kevin died.
Oh, dear.
So yeah, it would be...
So, your least
Do you want me
favorite?
to continue?
Yeah.
Okay,
continue.
least favorite would be foot and tail flings because I just can't do them. If you watch my tracks, you'll notice that I very, very, rarely do foot and tail.
So basically,
flings.
any flang that is really weak, generally.
I wouldn't say that because when you're doing compacted stuff, you know, you'll see that I often do weak flings and weak tricks, but it's only to get people get Bosch out of spaces where you can't necessarily use a strong curve because you need to get up to a particular spot. But yeah.
So while Kevin's is trying to get back in the call, what is your favorite track currently, and what was your favorite track, like in the past, sort of?
That I've made, or
like no, like anything of all time.
Anything.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And yes, you can be egotistic. We don't care.
Trying to think. You know, I really like Splash's track Cloud9 because it's really weird. I could have sworn when I first saw that it was used of a hacks version of Line Rider.
Yeah, you know it's good when you think it's that.
Exactly. But I would have to say, stylish-wise, I really did like, what was it called?
That was weird.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah, I
was
liked your
quite.
track. Serial, I liked your track, Explosivo.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
Did you
yeah, I
vote for? Did you vote for
That
it in the
was
finals?
synced perfectly.
I did. Hope Raph's not here because I told him I voted for his, but I did.
Serial wasn't forever now.
Explosivo was synced just so perfectly.
You can't say it like that. You have to say it like this. Explosivo.
Explosivo
You gotta
Explosivo was synced.
enunciate it.
You gotta type it out with all caps and an exclamation point. It
Yep,
has to be
And
there.
with spaces between explosivo.
You know,
Oh,
Raven,
right.
when he featured it, he didn't use all caps, so I was kind of ticked about that.
I was dismayed.
It's like it's just not the same, you know.
Yeah, it's the title.
So back in the day, like what tracks did you think were the best of the best?
A lot of KTK's tracks, a lot of Nairobi's tracks. I didn't necessarily watch all of Anomaly's tracks. I try to parody them sometimes, like put in the vid at the end of my track names, but then everyone yelled.
Oh
at me
yeah,
for some
the
reason.
vid. Everyone got mad at you.
Yeah, everyone got
I
really mad at me. They're like, "You tricked me," but this was
I
nice too.
remember that.
But
I was thinking of doing that,
But-
and I remember what happened to you, so I was like, no,
yeah,
not gonna try that again.
Wrong.
Did
path.
KTKC ever release the scened version of Omega?
Nope.
no. And in fact, I did get to see it because he sort of glitched it out. He used a line filler.
Oh yeah,
Forget about-
he had like millions of lines.
He did have billions of
Oh.
lines, so
It was like
I think he
Cheater.
crashed
So
his
much
computer. And I told him he should post it anyway, or at least post what he had, but
he had like a screenshot that he showed me.
I'm pretty sure he faked doing it.
Yep. It looked like he just like filled it in with like
Haven't seen-
Microsoft Paint.
Yeah,
I haven't even
probably.
seen this. Like, does anyone have a screenshot they could post up here so that I can look at it?
A
I
screenshot of
don't.
what?
That
Might as well
screenshot,
play.
that particular one.
I'm not
If
sure
we
where it
have-
is.
Oh.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen it, and I know they were on .org in the elite section, but of course the site's gone, so I can't find them.
So okay, as far as styles go, like when did your transitions to styles happen, and why did you do them?
Well, obviously I started out with flat shred in 2007. Or around late 2007, I switched over to manuals more or less because that was where the entire setting of Line Rider was going. Quirk exactly wasn't really popular back then because it was still being discovered. There was manual quirks, but not full blown quirk tracks, and if they were, they sucked. But towards the end of 2008, I started doing more manual quirk stuff, and I just started to experiment more. I realized that hey, I like quirk. I was able to focus on it, and there was a point in 2008, 2009ish where I was actually considered really good at quirk, like to the point where
Yeah, you were LCC.
I was LCC at one point, and on .org we had a ranking system that every week we have our staff members come on, and they would take a look at all the tracks around I Ride the Lines, all the different sites, and they would put together a score. Your score is what level do you hold in terms of skill level into the community. And I was constantly playing, like 10, number 10, number 9 on the list every week. And, we had people like ZNF, all their Nairobi up top. So it was interesting that I was able to get that far up.
It's funny because a list like that would never work these days.
You're right, it wouldn't. But and considering that we had a lot more riders back then too, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But say towards 2009ish, I started going full blown quirk. And I think we used to get 2010, 2012.
And you were more compact, right?
Yeah. I would have to be honest. I started a series called the Compacted Concept Series, and it was the whole goal of it was to do compact stuff because it wasn't really, no one was doing it. It was all spread out doing all that, and whenever I posted it, it always got a lot of views, a lot of attention, a lot of focus. So I was like, yeah, this is what Attention Horn Inu can do. So I decided to continue going with that series. Right now, I think I'm working on the 9th one. But yeah. So going after that, I have to say towards 2009ish, when my 2nd anniversary came. No. Oh god, that was the 3rd anniversary. Okay, let's go back to 2008. Oh my god, a 5 anniversary trip. Okay, no more time for. Yeah. Going back over to that 2008 when I released my 2nd anniversary track, Purified. That couldn't be 2008.
Wait, is it on your old channel?
It was on my old channel. It was before,
and that was hacked, right?
That one wasn't hacked. That was closed on by YouTube before.
But Inukaza is your only open account right now?
Is my only open account, correct, yes.
So the oldest...
Boom too.
So your oldest video up right now is Valitik?
No, if you go scroll up a bit more, you'll see the Line Rider History Project, which is where I posted like my first collaboration with Manual Man, and it might be on the 2nd page.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Have fun.
So,
but
actually, let's go ahead and watch that track real fast because it's been brought up.
Which one?
It'd be the one with Manual and Precious Movement, I think, or Precise Movement.
Oh, Manual Man, on his account.
It's on this account. It's on the 2nd page.
Oh, 2nd page.
2nd page.
2nd page.
Called Line Rider History Project Precise Movement.
Here it is. Or no, Evolution. What? It's not right.
Precise.
Line Rider History Project Precise.
That's not it.
That's not it.
It's right above it. It's on the far side.
Enveloped?
The 3rd row.
Precise Movement. Here we go.
3rd from the bottom.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. That was way too difficult.
Just a bit. Oh! Movie Maker. Yes.
This is before I was... This is my first collaboration, period.
Look at that scenery.
Oh, yeah.
Include first tail
I
manual.
didn't know you did scenery, you knew? What
I
is
didn't.
this mess?
This was all done by Manual Man.
Oh, really?
I literally just made this one part, I think. This is my first manual loop ever.
And then Manual Man's parts.
He pretty much did the
No one
entire
cares
rest
about
of the track.
He was good at those speedy manuals, wasn't he?
He was.
Just a little bit.
Everyone was using that tech dog shading in volcanoes.
And
Which
random
were also
eyes.
used by Tech Dog.
Yep.
Let's copy Tech Dog. Okay.
Oh, he was still active back then.
Anti-gravity stall. A closer look. Whoa.
It was the exact same scenery, but
Closer.
zoomed in.
Whoa.
We thought we were so cool for doing that.
It's the same speed too.
That was great. Like I said, this is before I even changed my name to Inukaza.
Wait, part 2 in scenery. Where'd you come in? Oh.
It
That was
doesn't
the first
say.
part.
Oh, so you were Bobo.
That's
Yep.
correct, yes.
Bobo.
That was his old YouTube account.
See, I was watching on a Toonami back in 2006 and 2007. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Toonami.
When that shit was relevant.
Well, while we're finishing this closer look here, are there any other old tracks you want us to look at in particular that are still on YouTube?
yeah.
I mean,
Yes, if you go to Line Pie 90s account, or actually, I don't know what the account name is. It's called The Pie Who Cried Wolf.
the pie who cried wolf. No, it's Pie Man 1248.
Yeah, it's not the extended one, it's the first one.
This one? Oh, here we go. At Lincoln Park.
We actually got the legendary rank for this track on .org, and it was almost featured on I Ride the Lines.
It's because of the flang, isn't it?
Perhaps.
Flings.
Gotta remember, this is really good for the time.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I could barely even do like gravity wells at this time.
And how long ago was this? Like,
You should have the date on it. I don't
It's
think this one was
May
re-uploaded.
1st, 2008.
almost looks like Spoons by.
Nairobi.
Yeah.
By the way, this is my
No, I-
first hand thing.
I like that tail manual.
Oh my god, we used to do like the longest hand manuals that would last like forever.
Oh, I
think
totally
our
like
longest-
with Turtle P, right?
Yeah, Turtle P's blue manual technique. I think our longest.
Yeah, then
Blues
you were like arguing over that.
Yeah,
like,
our
who can
longest
make
Blues
longer.
manual was about 3 minutes long, and it was like going so slow. It was so great. I loved it.
Yeah, here's the one from him. And then was yours better than this or worse?
Yeah, let me go find it. It's on my photo bucket account.
This is pretty impressive for early 2008.
All right, I is back.
Welcome back.
You caught us in the middle of watching the longest blue tail manual ever. Well,
And I
not really.
beat him, by the way.
Yeah, you beat him.
Mm.
It's a very great feat.
It really is. I was so
Endurance.
Whenever
happy.
it says longest, is it talking about longest time in a tail manual or just furthest out?
Time.
It's
Okay.
kind of hard to actually like measure the distance in line run. You'd have to go like every frame by frame, record the pixels per frame, and add it all together.
Yeah.
I guess it's just the longest time in it.
Alright, I am sending it through Skype.
Okie doke.
It might not work. I might have to turn off the privacy settings.
They're gonna clean up your looks
what-
with
what's
all the
this
lies in the books.
There we go.
It's a video.
It's got some
Oh.
My Chemical Romance. Oh yeah, he was mad because yours like bounced up and down a little bit.
I was like, whatever.
Lolsy 10 tail manual. Yes. Still back when you were Bobo.
Yep. No,
I guess
actually, no, that
we
was
haven't.
just- I was Inukaza then. That was just my photo bucket channel. I didn't change the name on that. Didn't matter.
He didn't even stall.
He did on the anti-gravity well.
It needs to stall.
Well, true.
I guess we haven't even mentioned that his name now is Rainbow Dash. That's kind of important, right?
Please
That was
note that
quite the man.
it is only on I Ride the Lines.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's quite the tale manual.
What other forums were you on? I know you're on Elite Line Rider, but
I was on Elite Line Rider when it first started. Let's see here. linerider.fr.org. There was a few other sites, one I can't name just because of the content of it. But
so out of all the ones you were on, which one do you think was the worst overall?
.fr, and
Probably
the only reason because of that was because of how inactive it was. No, the people there were nice, and it did help me on French homework a bit. But no,
So let me just explain this to the chat. What is FLR exactly?
it is the French version of our Line Rider community. We have a lot of French-speaking. When we have a lot of foreign members on the site, a lot of them speak English, but it's very broken. So the French, there was a big Line Rider surge, craze in the French community. And while some of them do speak English, a lot of them do actually, it's just that they don't really prefer to speak it. So since there was a good number of them, they didn't have to mingle with the English community, and they just created their own site. And they were pretty active for a while. So I joined over just because, I spoke French because of school and stuff. So I was like, yeah,
And
might as well do something I like.
Almost
Learn.
all of them do scenery tracks,
They do.
which kind of
There
goes
is
into
one-
stereotypes.
There is one particular member from that site that came over here to We Ride the Lines, I Ride the Lines back in 2011. I
Well,
think
no
it was
name.
Mofit, I think.
Oh, yeah, I know who Mephisto or
No,
No,
Mephisto was from .org, and he's been there entirely too long. But I think it was Mofit, like MOFIT. Anyway.
I'm not sure.
I know that No Name was an admin on that site.
Oh yeah, no.
He was he used to be
He was a
active on
jerk.
other sites too.
Yeah. Like I was saying, Limelighter has not necessarily been the only community that I've been on, and I would like to tell you about them, but it's just I just can't because of the content. Because we have young people like Stolly on the site.
Wait, Stolly's here. Oh god, oh god.
Stolly is here.
He's been here the whole time.
Get the paper bag. Someone get
Can
the
we
paper bag.
play it?
Oh, I think now is the perfect time
I do too.
to bring out the rap. Let me just find it.
Yeah, we might as well bring this up now since Stolly's
Here we go.
Okay. So for the people that might watch that don't know anything about Line Rider or visited the forums, this is Inu rapping about this member that we're talking about. Sally, you will love it.
He thinks he's cool to fool, doesn't know it's cool to fool. But told who thinks he's cool, controlling matters regarding him, hiding his body and dick. Is charging whenever he sees a man undressed, compressing the stress. Just let it out, dude. I promise we'll accept you. Just not cool, see your mind check inside.
It's on screen, but
Yeah, I just
It's
realized.
you're gay, it's okay, it matters not to me what you do with your hands or your mouth or your butt. You don't need a mask, back
So
on
we're
task.
just
I was
pretending
rash,
like
so I made a
and
splash.
they'll believe us
Listen to
until
me,
I said
only watch
that.
his goat. See, he's so fly, it's a lie. Won't he die? Now let's talk about his grammar, constructed with a stammer. It's like he's impeaching the master grammar with a judicial hammer. It's insane, people sway. They say he's a troll, don't console it, won't reach his brain. Well, it pains me to say they are the
The
ones
two
who
people
are
that
acting the same.
dislike this are
15
dicks,
like a
says Louis
2-year-old
Van
shitting
Landen.
his pants.
The
There
two
is no
people
other
that
circumstance
dislike
that will
this
tell us
were
that he's
Stally
not just
and his dupe
I can
account.
make it hard,
There's actually
he goes
three.
far with his mind on up to par, but it's okay.
Ah,
People want him to
okay.
stay. If only he would fucking improve, but he says nay. Yeah. Keep stacking those lines.
Keep stacking
It
those
goes off the
lines.
deep end. You don't act like
It's
a
a
lead.
Stolly theme song.
You don't act like a fool.
OTDE. Let me just put it this way:
That was great.
if I didn't know you were Stally's age, I would have thought you were older than I was, like by a lot.
Mm-hmm. So should we get into non-line runner related questions?
Yes, let's.
Oh yeah, that might actually be good.
Okay, I'm gonna go through these in order. What is your favorite word?
Shit.
Okay, what is your least favorite word?
That's a very interesting one.
Actually, that would go under what is your favorite curse word as well. Sort of have that on the
That'd
list.
also be shit. Okay, so my favorite
Two
word
birds
is
in one
not a
stone.
curse word. Would have to be wolf, but not wolf as in WOLF, WOOF.
Ooh, the sound.
To wolf
Yeah.
your food.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
There we go. So what is your least favorite word that is not a curse word, I guess?
That would have to be, just because I heard this during the debate recently, malarkey, and I would never use that.
You just did.
I mean, it's my least.
Except for
used
in
word.
the context of being on a live stream in which he has to say it as his least favorite word. Other than that, not going to use it.
Very true.
So this is that one life opportunity moment right here.
Never say it again.
Nope. I think
Come on, do it.
someone else should ask this.
I'll do it. What
How do you
turns you
Skype?
on?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do I put this? As y'all know, I'm bi, so
I also think
That's
that we all
one
know
thing.
that you're a
furry.
Furry.
yes.
Okay, so I will make this clear. While I am not turned on by the bestiality shit, I will be honest with you. When fursuits, that's just awesome. But anyway, that, and I would have to say there's a few other things I just don't want to talk about because nobody on this site knows about it. So I'm just not going to talk about it. I'm sure if you Google me, you'll probably find it if you go back far enough because I use the same name for everything. No, please
shall find
don't. I
this.
swear to God.
I'm not going to show it on stream.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's the main things. That'd be the furry stuff.
So what
That's quite
turns,
interesting.
What turns you off?
Black dudes.
Okay then. What is your favorite curse word?
We already did that
Oh.
one. It was-
Okay.
What sound do you love? What sound do you love?
I think I already answered that one too. Wolf.
What is your dream profession?
Okay, well, let me do something real quick. I need to type something to the cold runner because he's trying to get my attention here. I already have you added. Caps.
Say what?
Oh yeah, you explain that emotion pretty well.
What does he mean? No, I don't. Yeah, I do.
Ooh, he has a new
Oh,
Skype.
wait,
Don't add him then. Don't add him then.
no. Wait, you have a new Skype? How about you add me?
Yeah, can't you just go through his old Skype and just see your name?
Yeah, Inu is our special guest. He can't be interrupted. Stuff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inukaza.
I said that for the cast.
So what was your dream profession?
Alright. So I guess the first thing we'd have to say is that I use I currently work for Walt Disney's company in culinary. I just got a promotion, so I'll be starting a new job where I'll be working as a host at the Wave at the Contemporary Resort, where I'll be hosting the new guests when they're coming in. But my all-time goal would probably be an IT-related job, which I'm in college for getting my degree in. So working for the Walt Disney Company is definitely something that I want to continue doing, and it would just be I would love to get a full-time IT role with the Walt Disney Company, which is actually in my 5-year plan, even 2-year plan actually. I'll have a salary job by then. So yeah, so IT.
And being the creative questioners we are, what profession would you not like to have?
That's a good question. Well, I would normally say trash man, but they make good money.
They get exercise too.
Trashman makes good money.
Yeah, they get paid a
They
lot.
do actually. They get paid a lot. They get paid
'Cause
a lot
honest-
more than teachers and stuff.
How much would it take to get you to pick up people's garbage?
Actually, the salary as it is now is actually pretty. I would do it. It's just that
It's like a
don't
Las
care.
Vegas dealer. They get a lot.
they do. However, it's
That
just
takes skill,
more
though.
like this. Would I be happy doing that? Would if I ever get in a relationship with a significant relationship? Would it be beneficial to that situation? Would it have the benefits? And plus, I've always been around theme parks all my life, and Disney's been really good to me in the past 10 years. So I would rather keep my my employment with them. So
Right.
I want to keep a salaried role with the Walt Disney Company. Unfortunately, they don't have salaried roles for custodial, so no.
Right. So not to bring religion into this, but if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I am happy to tell you that you are not going to hell.
Hmm.
That's probably
Yeah,
a good
so-
idea.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, in addition to that, I do want to make it clear that I've been to Catholic school my entire life, and this was a big decision that when I finally came to when I was a ninth grader in high school, I went to a Catholic high school. It's my last time in Catholic school. I refused to go to it ever again. They actually made me lose my religion here because of how stupid it was, and my eyes were. I wouldn't say stupid as in the religion. I would say stupid as in the people who were running the school who had no idea about the religion. I've been taught one thing my entire life, and we went into a entire set. There's too much of a disconnect between the community, between what the figureheads are telling us and what our local community people are telling us and what our church is telling us. And because of that, I decided that the Catholic faith wasn't right for me, and I sort of lost my faith in general. So that's my thoughts on religion. Even though I love religion, it's a very excellent topic, and if I wasn't doing IT, I would rather study religion.
Hmm. So any questions in the chat? Anyone?
Yeah, they keep asking. TCR keeps asking what the hell this is.
That is a good question.
Wait,
He's probably wondering
Hang on.
why I'm playing Inu
Wait.
and
Question?
we forgot the most important question of the stream.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on.
What is
I got
your
this.
favorite? Wait, what?
I said I got this, but apparently you got it. Go
okay,
ahead.
this is the most important question, and you have to answer wisely. Go for it.
What is your favorite kind of cheese?
We must know this.
Think carefully. We will judge you based on this.
Provolone.
Very good choice.
Provolone.
I agree with this.
Very good choice.
Excellent, sir.
Because we can put it on sandwiches, and we can put it on meatball subs. We can put it on.
Possibilities are
The only
endless.
Yeah, you just can't eat it by itself because then it's nasty.
Okay, Shitaku has a question if he's going to so willingly type it.
Yeah. Actually, I like OTDE's question as well.
Yes.
Has anyone really been far, even as decided use go what do look more like? And the answer is yes.
Oh, this is a pretty easy question that he should know, but he doesn't. Why is Inu not LCC?
I thought you were
That's a
LCC for a while.
very-
And, like you.
That is a very, very long question. I can answer that for you. The short answer was that I originally was LCC, but as I told you before, is that while I previously was really high up on a level where I was actually considered one of the best riders in 2007, 2008 at the time for Quirk and all the air stuff. Towards the end, when we actually did the LCC, when we reestablished it when we moved over when the site was first hacked, I did not make the cut. And prior to that, there was a few times when I actually was close to getting it. However, I made such a big drama. I was a drama queen back then, and I actually declined it when I was asked when TCR tried to get me in earlier.
You were
Around
one of
the time-
those guys who was too cool for it.
Yeah, I was still a bit, butthurt about, how I was refused entry even, and, I didn't get a chance to get back in, and how the seating in the LCT contest was horrible. But this was actually a time when right after Trivaldi, or how do you pronounce that, came out. And, I was asked to join, but no, I said no, and I sort of regret it. Nowadays, I have no idea. It doesn't matter to me anymore, because honestly, while I would be happy to be a part of it, it's not necessarily that big of a deal to me, because I don't necessarily make tracks often as much anymore. So it's not like I'm sitting there trying to, do stuff.
But if you were to go back and get the chance, would you take it again?
Oh yeah, I would.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were asked right now, you would also take it?
Yep.
Right.
I think OTD
I think he
is...
just wants the extra form area where you can't get, where no idiots are allowed.
ODD.
You're right, but
ODTE's got a
the
question.
other thing is, oh, go ahead. Well, can I finish up this question first?
Go ahead.
The other thing is that, as you know, it's not very hard to create a collaboration with only the LCC people in it, including me, as I've done plenty of times in the past, which explains to you the Epic Collab series.
Mm-hmm.
If need I say any more about that?
Yeah.
That pretty much includes people who are LCC or should be LCC by then. And the third one, before Pain Lobster was in it, no one gave Pain Lobster a chance. I put him in that track. Next thing you know, a day later, he's LCC. Funny.
So all I have to do is collaborate with you, and I get LCC right
it's the
there.
Little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hey, you see that epic collab over there? Yeah. I like that. Can I be in it?
The point is that I give a lot of people chances that they wouldn't normally get in my collaborations. Like I would say, before Off the Deep End, I'm going to use him as an example. Reign of Life, I took a chance on him and put him in the clan, and this is like the best decision I've ever made. Look at him now. It was either between him and Infurity from I Ride the Lions, who was doing Quirk, pretty much the same exact style I was doing, but he ticked me off, so I put him in instead. And I'd say that was like my best decision.
Right.
What was the other question?
Do you think Stolly's a ghetto kid? Is what Off the Deep End was asking.
Yes.
No, actually, I think he's more of a regular white kid who has an overprotective mother.
Mm-hmm.
And did
That's
not
what I
experience
think,
all
too.
the same things that everyone else experienced. And because of that, he's socially inept.
Hear that, Stelly? It's not completely your fault. It's your mom. It is definitely your mom.
Well, it's his fault for not
Okay.
slapping his mother across the
He
face
is
for
very
treating him
stubborn,
like that.
though. Very stubborn, though.
Alright.
Wait, 1 second. TCR, this is the funny thing because I gotta point this out. Before when TCR took his big break, like back in 2010, I think, when Sully first came in, he came back and told me that he was collaborating with a new kid named Stolly. I laughed because he just came back. He didn't know anything about
Well, hey,
Stolly.
I call out with Stolly. It's fine.
But I mean, he was like, "Oh, this kid's awesome. Yeah, have you met him?" And I was like, "Oh, dear Lord." And I told him I showed him all the screenshots of what was been
He's
going
not
on.
bad, actually. I mean, I don't know.
Dear Lord, have I met Stolly?
I mean, I'm not talking about his tracks. I'm talking about his
Behavior.
his personality. So
Yeah.
that would no more needs to be said about that. I just had to mention it.
Alright.
Oh, okay. New question. Shammies wants to know: do you love me? Yes or no?
No,
What are your thoughts on the secret crush?
Do you love me?
who's me?
Me.
Him.
Me.
You.
It's definitely me.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's me.
let's go. I'm going to have
By
the
me,
list.
I mean me.
The
Okay,
only
then.
one I love is Splash.
Aww, thanks.
What?
What?
I said Splash. But
Anyway,
yeah,
who is your favorite writer? Ultimately.
right now.
Yes.
George, however you pronounce his name. Giorgio?
Georgia.
Yep.
Yeah, him.
His style is very unique, definitely.
It's
Never
sexy.
feel.
I mean, I was happy to lose to him in TSC.
Oh boy, a question that Inu can't answer. What is this exactly? Okay, time to answer this. This is Sledcast, where we all get together and talk about, well, stuff. What do you...
Well, I'm just watching this because it's NU related.
We talk
so-
about Line Rider stuff. How about it?
And we have a special guest.
Okay, so TCR had a question. I'm going to answer this for him. Yes, if you were to move to Florida, yes, you can move into my apartment because, yes, I pay for it. No, I'm not with my parents. So, yes, you may come in and live on my floor.
What are your opinions on hedgehogs for me?
Him in general or his
Yes,
tracks?
just in general.
Oh, I love him. He's awesome.
What do you think of his?
I mean, his tracks are different in the sense that there's not many people who would make his type of track. However, himself, he's a good person. He had a few setbacks, but he's a good person. So he's definitely a good conversation partner, And if I ever need to talk about anything, he'd be a person I could talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope it's the same way around for him, but I don't know.
Louis Man wants to know, what is the best trek you've made, Inu?
My personal thoughts about that, I think Wolves Reality is my best track so far. Prior to that, it would have to be Addicted. So yeah, Addicted, Relapse, and Wolves Reality.
Relapse was good. Like, I
No,
watched-
we're gonna answer Stolly's question right here, just to show,
Whoa.
just to prove our point right here of his behavior. Why do I use a PS2 controller to play Line Rider? Answer him that.
Little off topic, but
Yeah,
yeah.
and you do know
Yeah.
that? You know?
We're
don't
isolating
know.
him. We want him to stop.
I mean, this question is for NU, right?
yeah.
He uses it because he has AIDS.
Okay, that's a
Well, that
logical
explains
answer.
everything. That explains
yeah.
everything.
It's because,
Thanks for letting me-
how, with a keyboard, you need all your fingers? Well, Kevin's fingers are broken. So, he can't play Line Rider the way we do. He needs
It's
his
broken because
thumbs.
he has AIDS.
Yeah, that's about it.
But
That
anyway,
makes sense. I never noticed that.
For the chat, let's put this all together. This is about Inu, guys.
Yes, he's the special
mean-
guest.
Questions about me and Serial and Kevin's.
Okay.
I mean, as cool as it is, as he uses a PS2 controller to make his tracks,
And as cool as I am,
as
you
of
know.
right now, is not something we care about.
So shut up, Stolly. Shut up.
Yeah, we're looking at you.
I mean, he can ask questions, but they have to pertain to the subject at hand.
And don't just throw the name in Inu just to make it Inu related.
Anyhow, I think we could move on to news at least by now, after like a few more questions.
Okay, so any more questions from anyone?
You've got
Don't
off the
go
deep
to-
end.
Don't
We have
go
off the
to
deep
What was the question?
ROFLMAO's question.
Or-
That bad area. Bad. But OTDEs? Yeah. Why are you so gangsta, Inu? And I think that's one he has to answer.
It's natural.
I see.
There's no other way I can answer that because
It just comes natural to
happens.
some of us.
You know, that moment whenever you were conceived in the mother's womb, you suddenly became gangster. Burst out her stomach
Actually-
like a bot.
It was an earned habit. When I became more comfortable with myself, that's when I became that.
Ooh, Votail has a great question. Completely original. So,
So, yeah.
what are your opinions on flat sled in modern tracks?
It's good if you do it right. say Nairobi's Pineapple Factory was probably a good example of that. It's a great flat writing track, but if you mean like an actual like quirk that has a flat writing section in it, it has to be short, smooth, and it has to be used as a purpose, not just because. So it just depends on how you use it. If you use it as like a very, very long, slow.
Like, are you okay with it being? Are you okay with it just being there for the sake of music syncing, but like no other purpose really?
If it's synced, great. But if you could probably do the exact same thing with a nose manual or a tail manual.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason why I can see that is if there was some sort of like reversing feeling to it, where like you would actually, have to slow him down and then reverse him into the other direction. But in other words, there's no reason not to just do, nose manual, tail manual.
Should we move on to?
I think we should. The questions are getting incredibly silly.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Right on.
So, I've got this folder of SOLs here.
Ooh, Votel has a very nice question.
Really?
What is that?
I have a quote from Votel. I have an actual question just to ask something and get conversation. There were a ton of debates on power versus style a while back. What are your thoughts on it? Which do you enjoy watching more?
Exactly what I'm gonna botch your name is Guyable, whatever said. Power is a style in the sense is that style is just how you place your lines. Power is how you place your lines.
Like,
it's the exact
by
same
style, he means sacrificing some of the power possibly for more creative endeavors, such as
that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Though, power is a style. Style is how you place your lines.
Right.
It's not necessarily like quirk manual says how you place your lines. I like to use stacks. I like to make my things more angled, more chains. That's my style. I use a lot of progressive and alt in between, regular quirks.
So are you okay with stacking even if it's not really necessary and you can like erase the thing under it?
I really couldn't answer that because I'm actually guilty of that a lot of the times. I'm more known for making hastily done tracks than I am actually taking time to remove all that stuff. So I would have to say, when I'm actually watching the end results, I personally think my own tracks look nice. However, with other people, it can be a different story if they don't do it right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But by what we're going at, would you sacrifice, say, the power of a well to execute a G roll or possibly a granule or two instead of a flanule?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I used to do, when I first started out with quirk, I used to do a lot of tumbling. It would be fling, tumble, and I didn't use any G wells for
That's
rotation.
pretty much 2008 in a nutshell.
I know, but I was like a serious offender of that. Like I did that in every track. That's entirely how the track went. So it wasn't until maybe about late 2010 that I started actually using more G wells for rotation and stuff. And I would have to say that I did sacrifice power to get minor rotations or to get through a certain point in a compact. Like when you're doing a compact style, you need to be able to use weaker wells to get through certain points, because when you're trying to recycle a part, when you're trying to do space recycling, if you do a strong well, you can easily. It's not about how strong the well is. It's about putting a line in an area where you won't kill Bosch. So that's the main point you have to consider when making a compact quack, or when you're trying to make a balance in between style and power. It's a necessity, or is it what you want?
All right then.
So, Cold Rider actually had another question. What are your opinions on modern tracks being all about style and music sync?
I love it. I'll be honest. I mean, if you look at my tracks, a lot of them have music syncs, and I think it's an interesting dynamic into the tracks. It's not something that it should be entirely based off of, like 100% of the time, but it's a good gimmick. Now the gimmick has pretty
Actually-
much already been been worn out for the most part.
You were definitely one of the people who started that with efflorescence, and everyone was like, "Holy crap! How did this make it all the way through TOCC2?"
I was one of those people.
Yeah, you
Yes.
know, I remember one day I was just like sitting. We were finishing up with the XY collaboration with, or the XY battle with Thorn Clan. I was like, you know what?
Oh yeah, abstract
I had
rain,
it.
right?
Yeah, I was like, I have a great idea. I mean, everyone's had this idea before. It's just that no one has put time to it. And this was actually after Blue Champion came out. So
Right.
technically it's already been done before by that point, but it wasn't done on a collaboration scale. And originally it was an idea for a solo collaboration, but I decided, I couldn't put my mind to it to do it. So I sent it over to the clan. Now, so that's where that started. But, later on, obviously, I finally took the time and I did Triumph, which was another version of my idea.
Yeah, some people have already figured out that syncing is the key to getting far in Tournament of Champions. Like Raphael, he made Jam
And
to get
Serial
far.
for
Well,
the-
yeah, and me. And now Raphael's making that other track, but it's a collab, and I know why he's doing it.
Isn't it the
'Cause-
rule for
Yeah.
Tournament of Champions is that it just has to be a track made in the entire year and that's it?
No,
It's
it can be made whenever.
A track made after Tournament of Champions, the previous one, and
Yeah.
then
Really?
that's always been a rule.
It has to be the track that is the longest and took the longest to make, and people will love you for
Well,
it.
no, in the regular Tournament of Champions, it's like that. In collab, it can be just any collab that you have, because you can upload like up to 5, I think.
So my
Right.
video my video qualifies for Tournament of Champions 5 just because I made it.
Yes. As long as no one else
It's
made
in
it with you.
as long as it's in the actual Line Runner version. I don't think it'll be a big debate coming up for the next Tournament of Champions. We'll say is if we can use your version for the track.
I
think
think the
that-
rule is just beta 2. I think if it's using 3.2 pop lanes, it's an automatic disqualification, which I kind of agree now. I didn't predict that it would be that those lines could be that easily abused, but
Yeah.
I think if it's just 3.3 or 3.4, if I get it out by then, it should be allowed.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that
So
will have.
anyway, you got the .souls downloaded by now?
Yeah, I do. Are we ready?
Yeah. All right. I think we're ready.
Or never mind.
So which one should I do first? We got Beta Decat, which I know is Beta Decay, but that's like a collab.
Please do that one.
Okay,
I
That's
still
a-
want to see it.
that's a collaboration. So
Oh no, it's not going to work on your computer.
oh, it's not.
It doesn't work on Macs. It's one of those old 2008
Yeah,
tracks where
it's one of those. Let
Oh,
me just
I
see.
Whatever.
think I have a program that can force it to run on Flash Player 9. Let me see if I still have that program, and I could probably send you 6.7, right?
Oh wow,
I
there's a
can
lot
I,
of parts. I guess this
So what's
is
this?
this is Anu's part, so let's learn that. When was
Yeah,
this
I
first
can't-
started?
back really long. Do all of them. I want to see all of them.
Oh,
Wait,
all of
wait.
them?
What is this?
Beta Decay. It was like the big. It was like the original Epic collab
Oh,
Run
okay. Okay.
run by KTT and Clonum.
And then it
It's
kind of
not
died.
And remember, this was like back when this shit was like
Mhm.
intense. Like no, everyone thought this was like the best crap ever.
Yeah, this definitely looks ahead of its time. It's gonna die pretty soon here.
Oh yeah, dies off in like 2 seconds.
Well, never mind.
There we go, it died. But so your part's like around
Not pretty-
here-ish, I think.
Yeah,
It all sort of
I thought
blends
it was-
in.
yeah. I was one of those iffy people that they weren't originally going to put in, but I sort of begged for it.
I
and
kind of want to
was like,
watch
sure.
this.
I do too. I haven't seen it yet.
Someone should record this and then upload it.
Yeah.
For 2008.
Flash
I
Player
did a little-
9, right?
It's-
Stop
so,
and
I don't
go,
know.
2008.
9 or 8.
It's kind of
I sent
crazy.
you guys the link. I did a little
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
project. It's pretty awesome.
Does Serial want to
Yeah.
click?
It's like a professional Jackson Pollock.
Nice. Huh.
I thought my wall wasn't decorated enough, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do something.
So it was Flash Player 9, right?
It's either that or 8.
Okay, so
Let's see if
But
I
I'm
got-
pretty sure it's not going to work on Mac because back then there was differences in the physics between the Mac version of Flash Player 7 or 8 and the PC version.
that's already got
So that
fixed
would-
now. So
That's why no one. Well, it was fixed now, but when you're using the version from
Yeah.
back then, I don't know if it's going to work
it's
because
true.
it's at Soul from back then and it's the Flash Player from back then. Because that's why no one went from Mac. That's why we had Mac only clans like the Mac Apples.
Love the chat box conversation going on down there. Oh, hi, 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 hi,
Who's that
hello,
guy?
hi.
Who's this?
Oh, speaking of which, hi, Swan.
Swan
Gun.
Swan Gun.
Oh.
Haven't seen him in a while.
Speaking of which, what?
So what should we look at next? Crapules?
Do Triumph. That'll be fun.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
hold on. Accidentally renamed
The
this.
two tracks you should guys look at it'd probably be Triumph and Wolf's Reality.
Triumph. Here we go. Okay. Just open that up.
Bonjour, little man. Und. Come on.
Even named it in the file name.
That's it.
Triumph.
I can
Come on,
see.
my
I
boo.
can see the line boosting from here.
Oh, yeah. I've actually always been a fan of that. Of that line boosting.
Yeah. It's inevitably going to be kind of slow because of the slowdown, but that kind of helps. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give us time to talk about it as it goes on.
yeah, starts off with a lot of line boosting techniques. That's back when it was really cool.
Especially
It's still
like
really
right,
cool.
Yeah.
right there.
Was it made in 6.7 or 6.2?
It was made in 6.7.
Okay.
Got the typical Inu manuals going on here.
Right.
And,
I love this integration right here. That thing. I mean,
it's gonna
I'm
be
just a fan of integration.
it's
and
gonna be
that,
slightly laggy on Skype, but that's all right.
Okay.
as per stream, yeah.
Got some nice rolling there. Oh, that shaky, fakey Taylor. I remember that.
All right. I'm Serial. Actually, I'm going to send you the FlashPlayer9.app file,
Okay.
and then you can just tell 6.7 to open it up in that.
Right.
I hope it works.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm a pro at this.
Let's just finish
Alright.
watching this.
I'm gonna take this too. I'm gonna see if it works. That quirk, now that I look back on it, I really don't like it. I like the rolling. I don't like the quirk.
Oh, some of it's actually pretty cool.
Some of it is. I didn't necessarily like all
I just
of it.
noticed how much line boosting was in here, though. You can't
Yeah,
like
there's a lot. There is
Oh,
a
but
lot.
Just,
all the
I like
anti-aliasing.
little- I mean, that one line right there just probably completely swamped by it.
I'll be honest though, multi-line, that was crazy. Because I think every single line in there was line boosted.
Except for the G Wells, of course.
No, even the G Wells.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, excluding the G Wells.
Let me just accept this really quick. Open this back up.
So, what's your plans for the rest of the year? Anyone planning on going on vacation or anything?
I might.
As of right now, my plans are checking the All-State panel every few seconds because I just tried out on the clarinet. So hopefully the results come in soon so I can boast to you guys.
Oh, can't wait to hear. Hopefully you have good news to give. I am planning a vacation to Georgia. Does anyone live in Georgia?
Splash does.
Splash is in Alabama.
Giorgio lives in Georgia.
Summoning is very close. I think he's in Tennessee?
Yeah, Tennessee.
And then
Because
I'm in
I'm like
Kansas.
one state away as well, down South Louisiana.
See, I am driving up to Atlanta for a furry convention. So that's going to be like furry week in Atlanta, and that's in March. So I just put down a deposit for my hotel room, and that was like $600.
I'm not sure where Sheldon lives exactly.
Sheldon?
Is it Tennessee? Raffle Milk Wordy thinks it's Tennessee. That might be right.
I don't know.
If anyone wants to come to... By the way, if anyone comes to Disney, hit me up. I only live 10 minutes away, and I work there, so I can get you in for free.
Actually, I was planning on going there for like my senior trip or something. Specifically for that reason, is to go down and see you.
Really?
Probably, hopefully, if I can convince my brother to.
Give me a heads up, bro, and I'll come down.
Oh.
I can get front line passes for everything.
This thing's about done downloading.
Almost.
There we go.
Oh. Come on, go. There you go. Oh,
Huzzah.
right. The chat lag.
And
I don't know why .app
and
files
that's
appear as folders for Windows. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I'm not joking. Do Macs do the drag and drop thing, where you just drag a file onto another program and it opens it up?
I'm not sure. Let me just... Hold on. Internet.
Serial, chat is saying bad things about your torrents. What do you have to say about that?
My torrents. Hold on.
Love
Your-
torrents.
Hey, man, I think they're great.
Yay! LRFB, yay!
Got some... Let me just find this thing really quick.
Hey, come to think of it, I actually found some clips from my 2nd anniversary track. For later on, I'm gonna post them in the chat. There's like 3 clips.
Which one's your second anniversary again?
Purified.
I may or
It
may
goes
not
like this.
remember.
It goes inflicted, purified, addicted, coincidental, and then what was reality?
Okay, so hopefully this works. I'm crossing my fingers.
It should, maybe, possibly, sort of.
Trust me, I'm pro with
it's
Flash. It should
Crash
work.
to Burn. Forgot that he hasn't been in a while. With his pink name. So
Load so slow.
this should work.
Stop getting my hopes up.
Hold on,
Hang on, I'm
let
gonna
me-
mute for a second.
I'm gonna zoom in more. First we're playing it at full speed, then we're gonna slow it down probably.
Why do you not do that? I want to see it.
Oh no, it doesn't work.
No?
No.
What?
Nope, Flash
Oh.
Player 9 does not work.
You're supposed to use 7.
I'm using Flash Player 9.
That is Flash
Oh.
Player 9.
It doesn't
Oh.
work. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 9
Well,
wasn't the right one. It
it's-
would have been 7 or 8.
It's not your track anyways, so let's just move on.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
It's a bit of a
Whatever.
downer.
I'm not gonna look for a Flash Player 8 standalone.
Moving on. Let me open that thing back up.
Ooh. No, I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Man, everyone's
I gotta-
yawning.
I gotta
I'm
be
not.
up
Gotta
at
do
like
this real.
I gotta be up at like 5 in the morning for work.
Okay, next soul. Which one should we look at? We got
Oh,
Hurl, Opal, Never Gonna Finish.
we finished that.
What's Never Gonna
We did.
Finish?
Oh,
It's just something I was working on.
Let's check that out. Never
People
Gonna
who have been
Finish.
watching the stream recently probably seen it, but
Oh, you streamed this track?
yeah. It's
Um,
the crazy one of the blue manuals, the blue quirk, and
it's the crazy one.
there's 2 tracks on it, but they think they might be on different souls.
Gotta move this back. Gotta change this name. The thing I hate about Mac is that there's no delete to backspace forwards.
What?
Like on Windows, you can press delete and it'll delete the thing in front of it. And that's
Oh,
not on
yeah.
Mac. Quit that. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing.
So, who's ready for My Little Pony in November?
Bro, I'm the only brony other than you on this. I don't know. Controversial topic warning sign just flash.
Okay, we just won't talk about
On
it.
that note, though, I am very ready for this season.
Yeah.
So this
And let
track
that begin.
is called Never Gonna Finish. Let's watch it.
I want to see what he's not going to finish. So far, so good. Well,
Mhm.
Just I just don't want to finish it.
Got some nice quirks, quarks, and then a random
Uh,
tail well.
that definitely had some crazy stuff. Okay,
Uh,
so much slow motion.
got some nice wells here. I'm doing slow motion right now. That was interesting, like inverse hand, but like every third frame.
You know it. I do crazy crap.
Shoulder, gotta love that.
Told you,
you
it's what
you
it
can
is.
get out of anything with shoulder, really.
Very
Oh,
true,
yeah.
yeah.
As long as you combine it with some sort of gravity roll, it's good to go. Just finish it off. How to get this out? Oh, use a shoulder blow.
And if that doesn't work, then you're pretty much screwed.
Unless you get really crap lucky.
Or if you're like Leomer or something.
He
Yeah,
is an
okay.
exception. And speaking of Leomer, if we can get him onto this show, that would actually
Ooh, that'd be
so cool.
nice. If he could be in
He's
that.
having too much fun in college.
Got some nice
Sort of cool flippy doodle.
flippy doodle.
Kirby
what-
Doodle.
That's what AC calls it. And then tail well at the end. Nice way to
Grand.
end it.
Few handwells. Backwards. Brief moment of backwards STP.
Okay then, next track. Gonna
Yay.
Because,
In order to right click on a Mac, you right click A1 because, or 2-finger click, or B, you get a mouse, or C, you control click. But you can do a right click by pressing 2 fingers on your keypad and pressing down.
the more you know.
A mouse? A mouse is an animal, my dear friend.
What is this?
So-
Some OTDE Inu.
Oh,
I
that.
said I was going to boast whenever I got those results.
I
am
don't know
ranking-
if OTD wants you guys to see that.
Wait, should I show this?
You should
Wait,
ask
what are we showing?
OTD.
What am I missing?
So if OTDE is still here, should we show this collaboration between Some, you, and Inu?
No, because it's actually pretty far from being. It's almost done.
Oh, so some of these are like you're still working on them.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Sorry.
try. Oh no, that's Triumph. The Void, maybe?
Sure, that's the one. That's in our TCR and our collab.
Oh yeah, that's right. Look at that. Change the name, and there we go.
Don't get me up, 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 up. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up. I don't wanna fall asleep. Who the fuck is Claymation?
I have no idea.
I actually don't recognize his name. Hey, welcome to the place at the stuff. Yeah,
The Sledcast.
glad you could join us.
So here is a track.
Hi.
It's from TCR to NU.
That's a pretty snazzy track.
Indeed.
True.
Starts off nicely.
Oh yeah. I like that.
I like that power.
First part was TCR.
Let's just hope they didn't go mad with it.
Oh yeah, don't want that.
Have some of you actually not seen this?
I've seen this.
All tracks look the same to me, so I don't know which one this is.
The Void.
This is actually supposed to be a stop and go track, but I think we totally moved away from that.
There's a bit more emphasis on the go.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question I thought of. Is stop and go has stop and go become a deliberate was the first stop and go a deliberate choice, or was the person too lazy to get rid of a flow killer decided to make it
No, the first one.
part thing was
The first one was from ZNF. It was Smooth Stalin, and it was on purpose.
I want to be honest though, it's a mix of both. Yes, well, the actual style is deliberate, but people often use flow killers as a way to say, hey, look at this, I made a stop and go track.
Yeah, no, sometimes it's not really.
So
It has
it's
to,
not made unintentional, but it with the style is developed intentionally. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, that was a track.
All red XY stop and go with an all blue all red stall. All
time
X
for
red stall.
Super slow-mo color replay.
Everyone knows stop and go has flow votail. You see my track Addicted, that had flow.
Wait, if you want super zoom color slow mo club blah 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 stuff, why no 3.3? I put that in there for a reason.
I like this start right here. The foot.
And then just go back. Oh no.
I'm gonna zoom out a bit. It's gonna be on and off slow-mo.
Right, just to get to the awesome parts. We got to see the awesome parts.
This is a strong hand fling going on here. Alt flanual.
And I'm just curious. Can you guys hear what's going on in the other room?
Yes,
No, not really.
I can't
Fairly-
tell whose it is.
occasionally.
That was a good
Okay.
pop out for a cramule.
And then
that
jump
doesn't kill
scare.
flow.
Oh yeah, here's another question I thought of. What's the best way to execute a cramule? If you ever decide to do one, what's the best way to execute
It
it?
depends on the direction.
Who's the one who's answering the questions here, Serial?
You are.
Okay, so
I'm just elaborating.
This is for further questions will be for everyone, but keep don't target a specific member. Keep them
Right.
something everyone can have an opinion on.
Why do you use a PS2
And-
controller?
I don't
That's
know.
not-
yeah,
Shut up.
Really target a member, target Inu. Because Inu
Yeah.
is our special.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's the
so-
only one we were allowed to target.
can I answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so particular cramules, I don't actually make a lot of cramules, so I still have actually not yet been able to accomplish one without using 2 lines and with it being in a fakie. So my answer is I don't know.
Well, most of them take 2 lines and are in fakie, so.
Oh, yeah. There are a few. I remember I had to
Except
use
when
one in
Sarah was it.
Paradise. a long, long time ago, back when I was a youngin'. But then I don't know. It really depends.
Some of the very first ones only had one line because we didn't know that 2 lines could be done to make it easier. Like, we thought that you had to use 1 line or else it wouldn't work.
This is my favorite part right here that I did.
Which part?
Right here.
The one where we go up and we do a lot of G rolls into like the little upwards manual type deal.
It's a nice blue taily.
That wasn't mine. That started TCR's part, and then
Yeah,
my
that
part
was a
goes
stop
again,
and go.
shoulder flick happens. I love TCR's tracks.
I do too.
I'm so glad he's my best bud.
All these tracks look the same to me.
Yeah. We heard.
Yada yada.
Everyone's.
God, I'm hungry. I want to go to Taco Bell or something.
Keep your chips away.
Did I get paid for doing this?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Let me just check my account.
You get 10% of our profits.
Sweet. What's your profits?
Oh, sorry, I just found out my account is empty.
Ooh,
Oh, you should
How
fix
did
that.
how did that happen?
I don't know.
You should
We
fix that, bro.
we swear we're gonna give you money.
Your credit score's
Speaking
good.
of which, you know, you guys in the chat, we see you down there. If you'd like to possibly give us a donation or two, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah,
Or three.
just
Donate
send it
straight
to my
to me.
bank account in Switzerland.
Yeah, I'll actually give you guys my PayPal.
Even better if you had just give us your bank account info, maybe, possibly. But we could use some of that.
We'll just take a generous amount of money. A couple
How
million
much?
shouldn't be too hot.
Just a generous amount, no less.
I
Yeah,
actually
a
have
few
an account
thousand isn't
open
gonna be
for you
too
guys. I actually have an account open for you guys to send me money to. It's AndrewJamesFinn at live.com. It's my PayPal. You can go quickly send me money, and I'll be happy so I can get Taco Bell.
And then he owes us all the money.
Because we all know
Yeah.
the money's going to us.
Yeah,
So
we,
what-
we got to keep this thing alive. We got to make sure this gets on iTunes. We got to pay YouTube to allow the longer upload limit and that sort of stuff.
So what's the save line soul like not named on her?
What?
It
That'd be, I think this is another track I'm working on.
Are you working on it like right now?
Yeah, I think so. Probably.
Hurl, that XY you made. Let's look at that.
Oh yeah.
The one I should have beaten, but the poll never went up.
Oh, that XY integration. That was fun.
That was skillful.
Oh, thank you. I like skillful stuff.
It's nice.
Thank you. For some reason, I've always been really good at XY.
I've always been really bad, so
You're signing up for the epic collab with XY.
yes.
It's gonna be
I never
great.
really understood it. It's
I
like,
just
I'm
did it.
terrible at it, and then you sign up for that, and you're like, oh, I'm decent.
I just want to do
I'm
it.
decent at it.
I mean, it's always been like one of my lesser styles. I can do it, but it's not. It's meh. Like I can't do like
make it work for
intense
you.
stuff.
You make it work for you with your flowy stuff.
So this is pretty compact up in here.
Oh yeah.
It's just what's going on.
This is played in
I
color.
want to count every time he goes through the center of that thing. It's just gonna be like over 10.
Remember to play it in color.
Starts off pretty solid. Because I don't know why you would not start off a track good, but integration right off the bat.
The whole point of this is to get a lot of rotation.
Yeah.
Almost looks like he should have done some sort of counterclockwise roll right there, but I don't know.
It's faking
Might
you
have just
out.
been a opportunity.
I'll be honest, I didn't necessarily like the first part as much as I did the last part. So right as you hit the first pinch, that's where I think the best parts start.
That was a good stop and go moment.
It was supposed to be stop and go. It was supposed to be stop and go XY, but then towards the end I was like, eh.
Everyone says they're going to stop and go. That's like, I don't feel like stopping.
Yeah.
The only person I've actually watched and was like, holy crap, that's awesome stop and go was Votail on his 3 shorts that he never finished.
Yeah, those were, or no,
Yeah.
the trash tracks were like amazing.
He doesn't deserve to call those trash.
Like those stop and goes were ridiculous.
For cereal.
Oh, and actually Liamer has my favorite moment of all time, stop and go related. And one of the clan collabs, I think. And it was pretty insane.
Which clan?
It's called a granule.
I think it was Gas, I think.
Oh.
It was like
I didn't even realize he was in Gas.
he was. And he owned everyone. Needless to say.
Now, one thing I've noticed with XYs is that there's usually 2 different types. There's an XY that usually it involves pretty okay size lines, like you can generally see the direction of it, and then there's here where it's got like all these little lines and then one big line, and you can somewhat guess where it goes. Is there a certain preference you want to these, or is this just how you make your XY?
This is just how I make my XY. Normally the longer lines will be lines that Bosch actually travels on, like manuals or pinches. The shorter lines are my style is mostly where I use G-wells to initiate flow-ish or initiate rotation and other good stuff. I tumble a lot, which doesn't necessarily require big lines. But the issue is with the long lines is that once you make them, you have to work around them. And with compact stuff, you want to make small lines so you can work in the same area over and over again, as you see in this track, right, where spacers cycle a lot. So the issue, more or less, it's just my preference. But yeah.
Method to the stats over here.
Do you find that XY G-wells are harder to get where the body part you want them to use? Because I noticed that some of these wells, it will go right through and pull the tail, where like half the body will go through, then the tail gets pulled or some other direction, and it ends up being some other body part you wouldn't expect.
There's a main reason for it, and it's just because it was done on accident, and I just kept it.
Oh yeah.
I'm the type of person.
Do you find that happening more occasionally, or do you have a harder time
what's this?
getting that to work?
Why did it fall off?
What did you do?
I think I done good.
You goof.
Broke it.
I broke the track.
No,
I'm in 11.
See, I told you guys I should have streamed. I've been all pro.
I think we get the idea. We get the idea.
A different version. I think this one has like a missing line or something.
Are you sure?
Why is there untitled
pick the next recent save.
Opt 1 untitled G?
Awkward silence. Where's the crickets, Opal? Where's the crickets?
Oh, we need those crickets.
I got rid of the crickets. You told me we didn't need it.
I guess we were wrong.
I didn't say that.
Explaining
I said that's a maybe. I said that's a maybe.
Yeah, before we came up here, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to grab some sound effects for this, just in case we have an awkward sound. Can play cricket noises.
You should have been stubborn, and it was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let these guys in on that. I have the soundboard right here.
But I'm bad at that.
So in summary, we got integration and compact stuff. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. You won't want to play the first half.
I'm gonna play the thing that Votail thinks I'm talking about. The greatest moment stop and go ever.
Oh boy,
Should be right here. Or hold on.
I remember this track.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Watch closely. It's just insane.
Zoom in on it. Zoom in on it.
I actually have a similar one that I like. If you remember, Petrified by Fling and Votail.
Okay.
Should probably watch it after we're done with this one.
I have it full screened now. It should be coming up soon.
Okay.
Yeah, right up here. How can you yawn at that?
It's tired.
Like
I thought
that.
thought that was pretty crazy. Anyways, back on topic.
It has quite a nice rhythm.
You guys ever sniffed laundry detergent?
Not me.
You should. It is good.
Wait, all I heard was laundry detergent. What? That was a weird place to zone out.
Sniff
Okay,
laundry detergent.
Is everyone really that
When-
tired? Because like this is when I'm most awake, really.
It's only
I'm sort of
7:30.
tired, yeah, but mostly it's just at this time I just start winding down, and all of a sudden I hear bits and pieces. So, laundry detergents.
The only
Yeah.
issue is that I go to work. I work morning opening shifts, so I'm normally up for work.
But yeah, I understand it.
4,
and
3 in the morning. So I've already hit 18 hours going on. So
I understand
Yeah.
Inu's case, but like I don't know. It's like not really that late.
and then
Cereal's
right
like
after this, I'm going to bed.
So should I look at
Oh.
Inu Opal?
What about?
Go for it.
Sure.
Okay.
Might as well.
Gotta move it first. Whoops. Shoot. Move it. Name it. Play it. That's my slogan.
Move it from one place to another, and then
There's a certain
But it-
order or else it doesn't work. Okay.
Yum, 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 chips.
What is this Q
someone
dot
brought the
Q
back.
E dot E? Untitled. Is this supposed to be like a sad face or what?
Possibly. I don't even remember.
Q Q E E. I don't know. Let's just look at this.
Awkward silence, Opal.
We're loading a track. It doesn't have to be talking. We don't have to be talking.
I have me muted because
Yeah.
I'm eating chips. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me
It's
chew.
awkward if you make it.
Yeah,
But
fine.
I will promise to bring the cricket noises next time we stream. Next time.
That is a nice start.
Okay.
And yeah, that start actually is. I was like, hey, guess what, Inu? I did a stop and go, and he was like, that's not exactly stop and go.
Since it's
So
right at the
then I
beginning.
tried for stop and go, and it actually didn't turn out too bad.
Hi, Natasha.
Wait, I've seen this.
Yes,
oh, this,
you
this
have.
is, yeah, this was uploaded. Yeah, I recognize that foot granule. That's surprisingly good. Let's see here.
Lots of tumbling.
Line boosting. A bunch of random little lines going everywhere. The usual. Is this Inu's part right here?
Yeah.
Can't really tell. That's a good thing though. If you can't tell, that's a good sign of a good
Oh,
call up.
On the subject of line boosting, I mean, I've gotten so used to it, I just can't.
Without
stop.
it, I don't know what I did
It's like-
before it.
Little bit of line rider crack going on here. Just can't stop.
I can tell Opal made that little thing.
Oh yeah.
I recognize that from your style.
Just me being goofy. And then there's this recycle right here that I just...
I'm surprised you
man.
didn't die there.
I felt so badass when I got that.
That you just like pulled out of your ass.
Did I do what?
You pulled it out of
Sorry.
your ass.
I'll be honest. When you first told me you recycled it, I thought you actually like recycled the entire thing.
And then you were
it was a bit
disappointed.
I was disappointed.
Yeah, I was expecting an actual recycle. I'm like, that's just barely
It was
2
actually
seconds of touching
recycled.
the
It
line.
That's
just
actually
wasn't
a-
recycled the whole thing.
That was a nice cycle.
That's like 8 frames of touching the line.
And then it kept going.
No.
Well, of course, it
There
kept going.
was more
but,
than a
like,
frames there. That was at least half the line.
That
was like-
was not. It was
was
like
like
it
half a
bounced
second.
right off the line. It was cool. It's just it wasn't what I was expecting.
Oh, we got this nice granule here.
Yeah. Getting out of it just sort of took him off the line. But it did recycle more of it.
I get strong Seth vibes from this. Who has the chips?
now this granule right there, that's pretty pro.
Thank
Yep.
you. I appreciate that.
Almost a second pigtail. He was resting on the shoulder though. It was a good attempt though. If that's what you were going for.
That was not what I was attempting. I was attempting
Okay,
just to
good.
make a smoke.
I'm just letting you know.
Right.
There's a very particular rotation it has to be at.
And getting him out of there, that one spot right there between the switch between mine and Dinu's, I
Mhm.
spent a few hours just working on that.
See, Votail knows what's up.
Oh yeah, Serial loves his second
Just
peg
something
tail.
about the second tail peg or second peg that everyone loves and hates at the same time.
Depending.
It used to be kind of hard to make, but I have a strategy now.
Yeah, it's called Mutaline.
It's got that.
It's called line boosting.
It's got that. Yeah, it's got that serial vibe.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that serial vibe. This has the NU and Opal vibe, so that's good. It wouldn't please Raphael otherwise. How dare anyone change their style?
When I recycled this, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, there was some nice
Sort of
recycling in there.
I don't have a style, so no one can use that against me. That was a pretty cool recycle.
I like this backwards fakey taily. Although it sort of rests on the second peg a bit there, but that's all right. Long angular lines looking good. More using shoulder to get out of tight situations.
Always.
Always.
Had to do it.
Just pull it up and
Sure.
you're out.
Quite honestly, this is actually one of the trucks that I did not use shoulder for a lot of stuff.
You
What?
still
made up
use it
for
to
it.
get out of stuff. I mean, is it like that the only well you can use to get out of a cramule?
Yeah.
No,
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 probably
no,
use
that's-
those,
Second
or tail.
I actually used like the
Second
nose.
peg works as well as first peg.
Actually, almost anything works.
Nose
Yeah.
works if he's going forwards. Backwards, not so much though.
When
You
going
can also use
forwards,
tail.
I use the nose every time.
Yeah. We have to ask Crimewood. He knows everything.
And that's all that's on this SOL. Fluorescent, we have that
Oh,
on here.
I didn't give you guys the actual like finished one.
No.
Oh, I apologize. I don't know.
And
if
this
I
is
have it.
Opal's track.
Oh, I
It won't work on your computer.
I put
It won't?
No, it kills itself like after
Let's see
10
how far it
seconds.
can get.
Seems like it's getting pretty far.
No,
I
got
think-
farther than what I can do at mine.
Pretty sure Innie's lying.
What's going on here?
It's the stupid Mac users.
Mac is.
Why can your work? No,
I'm just the best.
deep end. Oh no, this is Opal. I'm sorry. Blah.
I'm just that good. It's gonna work. Not sure why we're showing it when Innie's the special guest, but alright.
How did we start watching my track again? Like,
I'm making sure that it works on here, because Inu claims it doesn't work on Mac.
It already passed the point where it doesn't work on mine. I have no idea what's going
It's
on.
working fine for me.
Right.
Yeah, I see that.
It's
Can it
because
make
it
it?
has my blessing.
I love that ending. Okay.
That little multi-line thing that I put in there was like, took no skill, but it looked sort of cool.
Not gonna lie,
Oh shit! Stop it.
I cringe when I hear multi-line.
I'm sorry for
I-
coining that phrase.
I always used to call it mutiline. It sort of rolled off the tongue. I don't know.
I remember when
Mutiline.
I was trying to figure out what exactly it was, and like the only explanation I could get out of people was that it just the lines are pixely, and I'm like, okay, so the lines are pixeled. What exactly is
I think
this?
Hedge explained this once.
Yeah, I
It
know,
is.
I know what it is now, but like at the time, no one would explain it to me, and I'm like, what is it?
What is DDDDS?
I couldn't get it out of people. Yet they're like, okay, see how those lines are glitchy? That's multi-line, and I'm like, what?
What's this DDDDS thing?
It's glitchy
Is-
line.
I'm gonna open it.
Yum, 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 yum.
And then the Schiller sort of explained it.
Woof, 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 woof.
His track Susan, that's what really started it out.
What track's this?
What is this exactly?
What is
Oh,
this track?
it's the other one I'm making.
Huh.
Oh, so this is like a sneak preview of what's going to come out next.
Perhaps, if I ever finish it.
Sledcast has previews.
How do you keep yourself motivated when making tracks? You just do it, or do you set up like a goal you want to meet?
Nowadays it's a bit weird. I used to set up a goal I wanted to meet. Like this year, I promised 5 serious tracks for Line Rider, which I doubt I'm actually going to be able to do now. However,
Pump out two
Nah.
and like
nowadays
You
it's
can-
like,
you can do it. Just pump out 2 more serious
Yeah.
tracks in 2 months.
We got a cutscene.
But how I normally do it now is it more or less is that if I do collaborations a bit easier for me because it's a lot easier to do a 8-second part
yeah.
every week than to do it keeps inspiration up. But when it comes to personal tracks, I can't necessarily just say, hey, I'm gonna sit down today, I'm just gonna make a track for 2 reasons. One, because I'm normally busy. 2, it's because because I'm not necessarily inspired all the time. So the way I do it now is that I come up with an idea and I make like a little 5-second start, and if I decide that I like it, well then I often continue with it, and I get inspired based off of what I made previously. So it's just a start. Once you finish making the first 10 seconds, it's like, I can do this, and then I can finish the entire track like within 2 days. But it's difficult for me just to make that start.
Mhm.
What was that?
Which means you're going to finish this. So this past 10 seconds, possibly. Yeah, it looks like it's...
Perhaps.
Well, this is
Perhaps.
like a cutscene. The
I'll take
Untitled
that.
one's completely different.
Oh yeah, like I said, yeah, this is from Howling, so I made like 5 different versions of this.
Is this the one you're gonna use, or did use, or?
I actually used the first part in Howling, so this is the second.
So this is like a cutscene.
Yeah,
So what made you not want to use this part?
I made something I thought was better. What is it?
I kind of like that. Whoops. Here we go.
Some nice integration in your role.
Thank you.
Love it.
I used to
Really?
think those were called reversals and not barrel rolls.
Actually, it's also been called hacks rolling by Devray.
Hacks
Whenever you made
rolling.
it.
Devre's still
Well,
here.
Devray is silly, so
So what else do we have to show?
we have the Storm
We
from
could-
Reign of Life,
Yeah.
You can do that.
Wolf's Reality.
Wolf's Reality, let's do that one. Or you can do Storm. You have 15 more minutes left.
Okay, let's do Storm
Even if
first.
we finish that, we still got the site news as well,
Oh yes.
which we haven't.
Let's just do Wolf's Reality and then do that.
Okay, I'm gonna go find douchebag quote of the week.
Oh boy.
I think I know what I'd pick.
I think I know what I picked too.
Mine's
I'm
completely
willing to
different.
bet it's going to be somewhere in the religion thread.
That's where I'm heading right now. And can
Actually,
you guess
didn't even
who?
bother to read it.
Oh, well, I've already found it.
We've got Untitled B, Untitled H, and Untitled. When in
One of
doubt, go with Untitled.
Most recent.
Look at that scenery.
Cool.
Half of the loading is the scenery. Well, there's a lot of
Patties.
lines.
Oh boy. Kevins, did you just tell the chat stream to order our patties?
Jesus, there's 6,000.
Yes, I just did.
There's over 6,000 lines in this thing alone.
So where are our patties, and can I have some?
I already gave you some. Remember?
Hey,
No, I don't. Apparently,
Oh,
I'm
I get.
having amnesia.
I remember time traveling to give you them. I guess I haven't met up with you yet. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. I'm not joking. Otherwise, it'll never happen.
Okay.
Don't tell me when. Otherwise, it just won't happen because that'll just break the rules of time travel.
so this is going to be really laggy, so I'm going to change this a bit, put my own twist on it, so it won't be so laggy.
Beer tastic.
3.3 scenery wipe.
Hold on.
3.3 large
No,
eraser.
the prettiness, it's gone.
I'm going to put my own twist on this.
It's like just take off so many lines and it turns into the Angry Moon from Legend of Zelda.
It was secretly left that in there.
Shoot, I erased one of the borderline. Dang it.
3.3 giant eraser. Cough, cough.
This will work for now.
Hint, nudge, nudge.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, slap, slap.
As if I haven't
We'll give
made
it
it
quite a
clear
toss.
already.
No, gotta erase more lines.
I think you're confusing Natasha for Crystal AC's girlfriend. There's two
Is it
girls inside. It's Crystal and then
Is it Natasha?
Anna. Anna. I think her name's Anna.
Is it Natasha AC's sister?
No, Natasha is Chewie's sister.
Ah.
Here we go.
That's a way cooler moon.
Should've just done that.
It looks like
I know
it
you
has
should.
some-
You should always let Serial edit your work. It looks way better now.
It's a very low.
Lol.
I kind of like it.
Lol. Like the wolf is howling. Lol.
Got some lily padding.
This is definitely my favorite track I've ever made.
And why would you say that?
Mostly because it was definitely the one I put most time and effort into. Because since this was an anniversary track and it was a competition track, I wanted to make sure this was like really serious. So I actually put some time and effort and thought into what I was doing. So, I just really liked how it turned out.
You know, I've got to admit, the sync to the flow is quite astounding.
Oh, thank you. I do that very well, apparently.
Oh yes.
And the overall density, spot on. And the overall
Overall, a
goodness.
good track.
Overall good. The goodness
thank
was there.
Goodness was there.
hmm Some people just don't have that goodness that this track
Although,
displays.
in all reality, the density was really, really good in this.
What exactly?
Sally's quote holds true for this.
What exactly is good density? Is like
What exactly
I'm
makes
gonna
it
go with
dense?
as dense as possible, without killing
I should-
flow.
so you want as much density as possible always,
Oh yeah,
I should give you guys another track then.
because I mean
it just adds skill.
sometimes you want
a
white
whole bunch.
space in your track.
He wants white space.
AC does, apparently, in his XY.
You can have white space while still making it dense. I mean,
Yeah, you just have the areas where he's writing really compact, and then like
it's called
having
space
like the like the black bars on televisions or
I
movies or
sent you
whatever.
guys. I sent you guys a link of my most compact track ever.
Compacted concept.
Right.
Something.
8.
That's not
Yeah.
very compact.
Yeah, it is. Who are
As
you
soon as we
talking to?
finish watching this, we'll see that.
If you include all the space recycling, yeah, it's pretty dense.
Oh, that was your intro.
What?
I don't even know.
I like that granule. Reminds me of Aspie for some reason.
Oh, thanks.
Oh yeah.
And then we got my ending. And there's no stall for some reason. I think I deleted it. Too bad.
You
Yes.
did.
Yes.
Oh well.
That's why the wolf is long.
I'll just let
Because
that
you
slide.
failed that.
So what are we gonna do now? I think we're done with watching tracks.
Oh, go watch that one video I sent you.
Oh, the video? Hold on.
Yeah. And then that's the final track
Let's
because
take a
you
look.
mentioned compact. Says like
Yeah.
compact.
Compact
Okay, then.
concept's number 8.
Let's watch this.
Even though I've probably already gone over it once while Serial was showing us all sorts of tracks.
This is my opening from Nairobi.
I remember this. I
It's
love this
great.
opening. I kind of missed this intro.
I should bring it back.
You should.
To do a better recording of it.
I don't have Soldo, so that's the issue.
Oh.
Yeah, I had some compact stuff.
Not compacted at all.
I had some compact stuff in Forsaken, but not quite to this extent.
It was more space recycling than it was compact, I guess.
Yeah, there's definitely recycling.
I can't help but to think.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've seen more a track that's more compact than this.
Well,
Perhaps.
there's definitely more compacts. Like we've got
I like
what was
that
it?
this is-
Infinite Probability was over there.
But this is
Definitely
just the
one-
best Inu's ever done.
What? Really?
In terms of compactness, yes.
That's
oh,
what I
yeah.
meant.
Compactness, but
So what's the last part of this? What's the last part of the show gonna be?
Me and I were-
Douchebag quote of the week. Then I think I send you my name picker. We find out who goes next week.
I don't
Okay.
think you did send that. You might have sent it to
No,
Serial or someone.
I'm gonna send you. I was waiting for the updated list, but I can send you it now.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
What's that quote of the week?
Everyone can download this that I've sent it to, just so that way you can tell that it is random and that it's not
But
predetermined.
wait. If we enter Narnia, we can't go through the same way.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Why did you send?
Oh
what
my
did
god.
you even
I'm
send?
downloading it.
You
So I want to
can
see
look
what
at
it
it
is.
if you want.
You sent us Narnia.
To Narnia, bitches.
Good lord.
Does it move or is it just a photo?
There we go. There's the right one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Again, does it move or is it just a photo?
I just drew it. I wanted to get a threadless account, so I wanted to just make something silly. It didn't work though. It didn't make the cut, so.
You're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I can see clearly.
Right, I'm thinking the douchebag quote of the week. This is kind of obvious. Would have to go to Linker in the thought religion thread where he quoted Mephisto and my quote, but he edited the quotes to make me say, "Yo, Meph, can you suck my dick?" Meph then said, "Nope, nope, you're presupposing that I exist. You suck dick in the first place. You can conclude there is sucking, or that I having a dick implies it can be sucked. There is an I doing the sucking." So congratulations, Linker. Ryder, you made the douchebag quote of the week.
That is very
Too bad
clever.
he's banned from the stream.
Hmm. Well, he might see this on the YouTube video.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, if they full screen it, they'll be able to see it.
I don't think he's gonna watch it.
Yeah. Whatever.
He's probably
Alright.
gonna watch it.
All
We're
right,
ready.
so we're ready. You ready?
We're ready.
Drum roll.
Go.
Summoning.
Summoning is our next guest. Yeah. Okay, so now what?
So
He's next.
Yeah.
Do we say goodbyes or something?
Oh, see you later.
Are we done?
Woof woof motherfuckers.
Alright, well.
but yeah, that's pretty much the full 2 hours that we planned on streaming. We are done with this.
This has been
and
episode 1.
Good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. This will be going up on YouTube shortly, and then from
If
there
we
to
can
my
get it up.
Facebook. Because
Okey-dokey.
apparently a bunch of people were interested in this.
Cool sauce.
Yes. And you guys should probably upload it as well as all you people in the chat, because we need all the publicity we can get,
Yes.
like, for serious. For cereal.
For cereal.
Do it for cereal.
Yes.